Results you can feel. Omega XL is available in St. Lucia. Visit your local pharmacy.
The jobs market in 2017 performed marginally better than 2016, when unemployment averaged 21.3%. There was virtually no change in youth unemployment at 38.5% last year. Jobs were harder to come by during the fourth quarter and traditional holiday shopping period in 2017, as the unemployment rate rose to 23.2% from 21.6% in 2016. Since 2012, the fourth quarter rate has remained stubbornly above 20%. But while Director of Statistics Edwin St. Catherine is hopeful that the downward trend will continue, he is encouraged by the fact that there was an improvement where underemployment is concerned.
Underemployment is defined as persons working less than 35 hours a week, right? And wanting more work. All right? So if we stick with that definition, what we see is that the underemployment rate, which was in 2016 around 8%, has declined to about 5%. All right? So that is indicating that there is an improvement. People are getting a larger quantity of hours of work, even if it's not expressed in the annual figures as a greater number of jobs. All right? So I think it's important to say that.
The improvement wasn't dramatic, says St. Catherine, but he is hopeful that it will improve as time goes by. He says the wholesale and retail sectors continue to underperform, primarily due to the shift towards e-commerce, and there appears to be no scope for improvement.
Another thing we see is that as a percentage of total employment, accommodation and restaurants has reached its highest level ever, which is about 17.2%. It's never been that high. Okay, it has been around 14, 15, but it has it's really at its highest level at this time as a percentage of total employment. Tourism-related employment in accommodation and restaurants.
Would that have to do with the more developments, hotel developments coming up?
Yes, exactly. So new hotel developments like Royalton and so on would explain the fact that many more jobs are available and many more jobs are concentrated in the accommodation and restaurant sector.
The Director of Statistics adds that it is imperative that the government places intense focus on technical vocational training and qualification.
When we did labor markets needs assessment, where we saw the most scarcity in terms of skills is in highly trained technicians and sub-professionals of that nature. People who could actually fix and do things, fix elevators, fix special types of vehicles and so on, right? They are not available in St. Lucia as much as they should be. And that, I think there's an opportunity there, but this is a structural thing. It takes time to fix that. You have a lot of people to train, and training is something that has to be ongoing, right? To take root. Exactly. Education, the training institutions and how they orient their practical sort of training, follow up also with business, right? So that they are putting out, in fact, the graduates that are needed and all of that. You know, it's sort of a tripod of institutions that have to operate to make that thing work and have to be constantly talking.
During the third quarter of 2017, the unemployment rate stood at 16.8%. The record low third quarter jobs figures were the bone of political contention in Parliament, prompting the Department of Statistics to clarify the numbers. The last time the unemployment rate fell below 20% was in the third quarter of 2009. Miguel Favre, HTS News Force.